Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of the world. Today I'm going to present you with a deleted scene, a segment, an excerpt, something that was left on the cutting room floor from Food for Thought episode 7. It might start a little bit slow, but I actually think it's one of the most valuable bits that I've recorded. Anyway, here it is. A missing scene, a deleted scene, now restored, pulled out of the soil, brought back to life so that it can hopefully strike a chord with someone out there, ideally you. Come on! In regards to Music Video Mondays, my reason behind doing that is no different really to the Food for Thought episode I made about film posters. Most people look at film posters and they just accept them. That's just how they are. So I wanted to make an episode that showed you, no, look at how good they can be as opposed to how they are. That was my intention. I'm not saying that it's necessarily worked, but my goal was that after watching that episode of Food for Thought, people would then look at film posters and say, hey, these aren't good enough, I want better. Whereas before seeing the episode, they might just accept them. That's how film posters are. No, film posters can be works of art. They can be beautiful, they can be appealing, they can trigger your imagination, whatever. So Music Video Mondays, the intent is the same. I would ideally like for people who just accept music videos, accept the pop music industry, and just say like, well, this is it. These people are obviously in these positions for a reason. The directors, the cinematographers, the editors of the music videos, and the songwriters, and the mixers, the lyricists, they're all there for a reason. They must be good. No, don't accept it, because it's fucking terrible. Like, this stuff is garbage. Just like the most film posters nowadays are garbage, the music industry is even worse. These people shouldn't be there. They shouldn't be idolized. If they're on any kind of pedestal, they should be knocked off of the pedestal. They should be elbowed off, kicked out of the way, shifted aside, and let some people who actually have something to say, who have talent, who have something to give, as opposed to something to take. Because the music industry is all about taking. It's about taking your money. Don't think that it's about giving. It ain't. It's about taking. They want your money. That's it. So push them aside and let's let some people in who are actually there because they have something to express, something to give, something that will elevate you, something that will make you happy. It's very interesting because so many people nowadays, younger people, I work with children a lot and I witness this, a lot of people don't even necessarily like the stuff that they watch, read, listen to. What they like about it is that it allows them to be in a certain group. So for example, a film comes out and they don't care about the film, but they want to see the film so that they can talk about the film with all the people who have seen the film. They can be a part of the crowd, a part of the group. They can be kind of accepted. So they go to see the film and what they're looking forward to the most isn't so much the film, they're looking forward to talking about it after the film, which is all wrong. And that's never how these artistic mediums originated. The point was, when you read a book or you go to the theatre to watch a play, the highlight of your evening was the play. It was not talking about it afterwards. But nowadays we're in this strange social media kind of influx where the goal now is not the art itself, but being able to talk about the art. And it's one of the reasons why so many people claim to not be that happy. There have been all kinds of surveys, especially in the Western world, and the surveys were a surprise, they say, at how so many people claim not to necessarily be that happy. Now, I'm not going to put it all down to bad art, but there is something to be said for the fact that if you're dedicating your time and your thought and your energy towards stuff that is just made to make money, is just made to take your money, it's not going to satisfy you on an emotional and an intellectual level, because that isn't what it exists for. So even if you say, oh, I saw that movie, now I can talk about it, that isn't the same as seeing a movie that's so good that you don't want to talk about it. You don't want to hear your friends' opinions. You don't want to read the articles about whether or not it's a good film, because you already know, you feel in yourself exactly what you feel about it, because you love it. You see something, you go, oh my God, I love it so much. You know what? I would rather watch it again than have a conversation about it. I love this album and this music so much that I would rather listen to it 10 times than speak to one friend about it, because I don't care if they like it or not. I love it because I love it, and that's it. And that's a different kind of art when you say, I don't want to speak to my friends. I'm not interested in them. I would rather sit at home, pull the curtains shut and read this book than have a conversation with some people about whether or not it's any good. That's bad art. That's manipulative, money-making, monetary art that is made on a factory assembly line just to get dollars, cents, pounds, pennies out of your pocket. That's what it exists for, and it doesn't make people happy. It can't make people happy. It can't make them feel fulfilled, enthusiastic, because there's nothing in it. It's empty. It's an empty, vapid, vacuous shell. It's the shell of art, the illusion of art. It's like a book that's only a cover, but no book in it. You open it and all of the pages are blank. That's what most films are nowadays. That's what most music is nowadays. Even so many popular best-selling books are like that nowadays. There's no content, no depth. They're essentially covers without content. It's like shiny wrapping paper with no present in it. That's all it is. It's like, oh, they're nice. What's in that box? That Christmas box, and you open it and there's nothing in it. That is what 99.9% of all these music videos and albums and stuff is. It's just garbage. So it isn't going to satisfy. It's not going to make people happy. It's just going to make people gravitate more and more to social media and depending upon other people for your happiness, because it's not inspirational either, is it? If the films you watch don't inspire you to want to learn more about film, to want to maybe make film, then they're bad films. They're not doing their job properly. If the music you listen to doesn't inspire you to want to pick up a musical instrument or to learn about the history of the music that you're listening to, the best stuff always inspires. It opens your brain, it makes you think, it leaves you in a daze. You ever had that where you see a movie and you feel like your life has changed forever? You know, you should. You know, it should happen. That's the whole point of those things. You're on a certain course in life, you're on a track, you're on a path, you're on a mission, and then all of a sudden you see this thing and 2 hours later your whole life has changed. Nothing is ever the same again. That's good art. That's the whole intention of art, to change, to uplift, to inspire. So anyway, that's me. That's my rant. That's my tirade. That's me declaiming my ideas and thoughts and views and perception of reality for you. That is the end of this monologue. Wherever you are on your side of the screen, whatever time of day it is, I hope you are well.